Welcome to Fort Bend Christian Academy. We are here set for a great game. I'm Bradley Hanna, here joined by Jonathan Alvarado. And we are here to see the Fort Bend Christian Academy Eagles face off against the Emery Weiner Jaguars. Jonathan, how are we feeling?
I feel really good. Today's going to be a great day. The FBCA Eagles are 5-10 and the Emery Weiner Jaguars are 11-7. This is the second game that the district played for both of them. They're facing off each other. They played last Tuesday, and the Jaguars came out on top on a walk-off single. Very, very close game. 4-3. So we expect a very close game here tonight.
Today we see Pat Wadlington on the mound. And I think that we're set for a great one. Eagles are ready here. Up to bat first, we got Bennett Grossman, the Jaguars center fielder.
First, number 2, Bennett Grossman.
And here we are, top of the first. Let's get this underway. First ball is outside.
You know, as the first pitch in the game, you get a little jitters out there. Let's see if we can fix that. As that first pitch is a little inside, see if we can get more of the middle or the inner third.
Another pitch just a bit too low right there. See if Patrick's trying to get him to jump for a ball.
Yeah, 2-0 in the count. Grossman's going to be looking for a fastball and try to hit one pretty hard on the line drive here. Let's see what Wallington is going to throw at him.
Another ball just high. A little inside too. 3-0 count. We'll see what Grossman does with the green light.
I believe Grossman might be taking here 3-0. You can't get too early. You can't swing out of your shoes. Try to stay comes in. Wait for this pitch probably he's going to take.
There, Patrick got it right down the middle for the first strike.
3-1 count for Wallington. See if he throws that off speed. If Grossman looking for a fastball. He fouls one off into the back netting.
Able to get some contact on it though. But it is a full count, so great job by Wadlington, able to fight back in this first at-bat already.
Yeah, great way to come back into the count. Start off 1-0, then 3-0, but now the full count.
That one's popped up off the top of the bat.
Way to stay alive by Grossman here as he's scooting up to the plate a little bit, choking up, just trying to get the ball, bat to ball, as you could say. Try not to get anything past him.
A little too low on his swing. We'll see if he gets it this time. Even lower right there, but he's still able to get under it enough to get some contact.
That's the third foul off in a row. Let's see if Wallington can fool him right here.
Yeah, Grossman doing a great job fighting right now. He gets walked right there on the inside pitch. Wallington wasn't able to get the first one, and Grossman will go to first.
Yeah, great quality at bat by Grossman to lead it off. Just found a way to get on base. Let's see if he's going to start stealing here as the pitching coach, Coach Reese, will call time to check on Wallington. We're going to give him something to fix his cleats as there's a bunch of dirt buildup on them. Try to get more grip on the mound. Out to bat, Kyle Baynard, the left fielder, batting at the 2-hole. Let's see if he's gone into a double play or plays one into the outfield to advance the runners. Lefty-righty matchup.
Outside on his first pitch, Wadlington gets called for a ball. You see Grossman at first base, very jumpy. Gotta wonder if he's gonna try and take off for second.
Fouls Wallington. I'll probably check on the runner real quick as he does, as he gets back on time. Looks like Wallington just can't throw the strikes into the right-hand side as he keeps missing them out of his way to left and inside for righties.
Wadlington delivers. Got him right there for the strike.
Great pitching by Washington, finding that bottom inside corner. That's a very hard pitch to hit up the middle.
He picks off, and he's not able to get him as Grossman gets back to first base.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you can't overthrow or underthrow because that's a very hard job as a first baseman to try to stop that ball and get the tag down. In a worst case scenario, that passes, that one advances to the second base.
He's able to get under it, pops up just past the second baseman. It's fielded right there by Campbell. He'll throw it into Lusk for a nice base hit single by Baynard.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there. Defensive swing. Just gets it just past Pellegrino. The runner's now first and second, no outs.
Batting third, number 5, Nathan Coleman.
Nathan Coleman now up to bat, second baseman for Emery.
Let's see if Coleman can get the job done and advance the runners into scoring position right here. They already have one, so we can get 2.
He has 2 runners on base. That's very helpful. Plays very aggressive, swinging at his first pitch.
Yeah, very aggressive swing right there. Looking first pitch fastball and just missed it.
In an 0-1, great position for Wadlington to be in. Runners take off, popped out to center. Probst got it, and he's able to sling it in for the first out of the inning.
Looks like third base coach wanted to hit and run right there, but Hellman couldn't get the job done as he just got under as that put the now to that first baseman Blake Cohen.
He's got 2 runners on base. Let's see if Cohen can try and advance him. Coleman couldn't do it last time. Wadlington delivers. Runner goes. Grossman isn't thrown out by Whitten. Whitten just loses it, and Grossman's coming home as he's able to make it home for the first run of the game. Bennett Grossman able to take home after Whitten just misses the catch.
Yeah, very aggressive base running by Grossman. We saw that same error at the last game against Emery versus FBCA. Zane Atkinson just missed the ball and attacked the runner out at home when they walked it off. And Cole Whitten just missed that one right there. So they just have to get the ball first and then apply the tag. They can't go too early or else the balls will pop out the road.
Yeah, you got to focus on the fielding before you can tag the guy out. Now, Dawson Tiras up to bat, the shortstop. Nice pitch by Wadlington. First one's fouled off. Baynard at second. Wadlington delivers and is a little low.
Low pitch right there. And that's gunning in 83 miles an hour by Wadlington. So he can get out of this jam right here. 1-2.
Batter calls time.
Trying to regroup here, trying to get in the right mindset, trying to just see the ball and drive it out somewhere, trying to find a hole to score another run. There's only 1 out.
That one's a little low, and Baynard's got room to take third. Just a wild pitch there by Wadlington, and Atkinson couldn't get to it.
Yeah, Wadlington Wallington just flicked the off speed a little too far outside as Atkinson couldn't block it on time. As now runner advances. Now they're even in a more dangerous spot. Only 1 out.
And you can tell that Wadlington's a little upset about that one. Beinart at third, 1 out, 2-2 count. Got him high right there, full count. Wadlington delivers, able to get under it. Looks like it's going to fall foul. And Campbell can't chase it down, just about 5 feet away from the ball.
Another 3-2 count. Let's see if Wallington will lose him or deal a strikeout here to get an inch closer to end this half of the inning. Also, Emery really working the pitcher's count already in the first inning with only 1 out. He's already up to 18 pitches. That's a way to get a pitcher out of the game real quick. Yeah, Cohen staying aggressive and staying strong in play as he fouled one off. Almost got that down fair for possibly RBI double trip.
Full count, 1 out. Beinart at third. Wadlington's got a full count on Cohen.
Looking a little jumpy at third.
Gets it right past first and second. Beinart will come home. And a nice RBI single there for Cohen.
Now batting number 22, Dawson T-Rod.
And the Jaguars are really excited in the dugout. You can hear them screaming. Really excited. You guys are setting the table very early in this game. They already scored 2 runs, 2 hits, only 1 out.
Got the first one swinging right there. Number 22, Dawson Tiras up to bat. The shortstop. He's got Cohen at first. Can he get him out? No. Cohen is able to retreat back to first. 1-1 count. 0-2 count.
Zane Atkinson with the heads-up play right there, making sure Cohen was paying attention on the base paths. You never know.
Got him swinging right there. Wadlington's got his first K of the game.
Great way to bounce back after giving up 2 in the beginning. And he's now 2 outs. And now up to bat, Tanner Duffy.
Looking for it outside. 1-0. Cohen at first. Another high pitch right there from Wadlington. 2-0 count.
Very friendly hitters count here. Let's see if he can stay back on one and drive one. Off the field, possibly keep this inning alive.
Duffy in a good situation right now in the 2-0. He's got Cohen on first, trying to advance him. Outside right there. 3-0.
Wallington looking a little frustrated there. Possibly losing his confidence. It's already first inning. He doesn't have to bounce back to stay long in this game. To keep this game close at least.
Got him right there. Wadlington was looking for that pitch.
Duffy here. If anything close, he's swinging. As he does, and fouls one off, now to full count. Third full count already today for Wallington, as it's only first inning.
Yeah, 28 pitches in. Wadlington delivers. Runner goes out to right field. Can Campbell field it? Yes, he does. For the third out of the inning, that'll end the top of the first. As Patrick Wadlington is able to get off of it, but the Jags are able to get 2 runs in.
Yeah, a little rough first inning there, just getting used to the mound, used to the field, but it's all good as now Zane Atkinson, Wadlington, and Lusk are the duo to start off the hitting party for the Eagles. You're watching Eagles on the air.
We are set to resume action here for the bottom of the first. Zane Atkinson is up to bat for FBCA. First pitch is high. We got Jack Lane pitching for the Jags. Jaguars were able to put up 2 runs. Nice hit out by Zane to left field, and it's caught right there for the flyout.
Up to bat, number 6, Patrick Wadlington.
Now we got our pitcher up to bat, number 6, Patrick Wadlington. He's been pretty hot recently. Went 3 for 4 a couple games ago. He fouls the first one off 0-1.
Patrick Walton with a great first game against Emery on Tuesday. Let's see if you can keep that up.
And he's able to get under it. Can't find the angle right there, because it'll fall left of the third baseline. Lane delivers. It's a little low.
Great take by Wallington on the 0-2 count. Off speed on the dirt. Didn't bite at the bait.
Lane delivers and it's way inside. Looks like Wadlington almost could have gotten hit.
Yeah, looks like he fouled it off into his leg, possibly. Hope he's okay as he calls time. Looks like he hit his inner right thigh. 1-2.
Another pitch inside. Wallington's fighting back in at 2-2 right now.
Did he get fixed? Hung up on me.
Another pitch just low and inside. Full count now for Wadlington. Great job to fight back after the 0-2. That one's high, and Wadlington gets walked. Great at bat by Patrick Wadlington.
Next up,
As he started
number
0-2 and worked that
Brendan Lusk.
Yeah, you really just see the plate discipline by Wadlington, fouling off everything that was a strike, just keeping the at-bat alive, and he was able to walk to first base. Now up to bat, Brendan Lusk, playing shortstop today, usually at second base, but with Landon McKenna injured, he has to shift over. First one gets called a strike, and Lusk has played some shortstop, but with McKenna out with the hamstring injury, he's going to have to shift over for the main role for these next weeks.
6 weeks out.
McKenna out 1 to 6 weeks, so Lusk really has to learn his job right there, and he's done great so far. One count. Wadlington at first. Able to get underneath it, but it'll fall foul. Wadlington goes. This one's falling foul, and the catcher just loses it. It was inches away from his glove. He's definitely upset that he missed out on that opportunity to get Lusk out right there, but a 1-2 count nonetheless. Lane going for the pickoff. Wadlington retreats.
Wouldn't blame Lane. Wallington on the last pitch went for a steal right there, possibly a hit and run. Let's see if Lusk can find a ball and drive it.
Low and inside. 2-2 count.
Great take by Lusk, staying patient in the plate, waiting for a pitch in the zone that he can hit.
Wadlington goes, and the catcher just loses it, and he'll have a free base.
Great jump by Wadlington right there, as he went just right when Lane brought his leg up, and he gets in there easily as it was a wild pitch. But
yeah, and Goot just lost it after it hit the ground. And by the time that he picked up the ball, Wadlington was basically at second base.
Yeah, but great play by Goot, though, as he was able to get down and block it with his chest. Because if he didn't, Wallington will probably be at third right now with 1 out.
2-2 count for Lusk. He's able to get under it right past the third baseman. Wadlington advances to third. Lusk at first. Great hit there by Brendan Lusk, and now the Eagles have runners in the corners.
Great piece of hitting by Lusk. Full count, stayed aggressive, find something he could drive, and found a hole in the infield. As there's now runners in the corners. As now number 5, Cole Whitten, the third baseman, is up to bat.
Cole Whitten trying to avenge himself after he just lost a fielding job on an error that allowed one of the Jaguars to score. See if he can make up for that in this at-bat.
Lusk there took a little extra steps right there, possibly trying to steal to get 2 runners on in scoring position for Whitten as he swings at an off speed in the dirt.
0-1 after the first one. No, it is 1-1. Lane stuck in a little bit of a jam here. He's looking around at the runners, make sure that Lusk doesn't go.
Fire Whitten out, try to get anything high and up, like a line drive, none in the ground, only if it's through a hole as Lusk goes, as he swings at off speed, but they're going to call it a foul ball.
Be 0-2.
Like I was saying earlier, nothing in the ground if possible, because that can turn into an inning-ending double play, and we don't want that, as we have runners in third trying to get a run on this opportunity.
And you kind of hope that if you're Cole Whitten right there that you didn't make any contact with it so Lusk could advance to second.
Yeah, personally, I would have maybe taken that, but good job trying to stay aggressive there. As looked like Coach Dotto was trying to give him a hit-and-run sign. He's now talking to him right now.
Yeah, you could see a nice sacrifice fly here to get Patrick Wadlington home to get some runs on the board. As you were saying, just make sure to keep everything up. Don't try and put it in the dirt.
0-2 count, trying to protect here. Anything close, he's going to be swinging.
Lane delivers, it's high, and Lusk goes. Goot doesn't send it to second.
It looks like Goot tried to pump fake right there as he tried to fake it to second, trying to get Wallington out at third. As they call time again for Lane to regroup, as there's now 2 runners on for Cole Whittington in scoring position with only 1 out.
One-two count for Whitten. Lane delivers. Whitten able to get under it. And Wadlington's in a pickle now. Whitten gets to first.
There's going to get this.
Papak can't get there, but Lusk is able to take third and Whitten at second. So the Eagles in the same position, but now with 1 more out. So can't put anything in the air. You got to have a good hit.
Yeah, a little sloppy base running right there. As Wallington got stuck in that pickle, he should have just stayed there, because coaches always say, anything on the ground, freeze and stay if you're at third with infield in. But he just took an extra step on the secondary as he got caught in the pickle. Now the freshman Luke Dienda playing first base today in a very crucial moment in the first inning. Let's see if he can do something here.
2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. A little bit of a wild pitch, and Lusk decides to retreat. Definitely thought about going home, though.
Yeah, great block again by Gu. That's the second block from a wild pitch already. Got to give the credit to the catcher most of the times when you're up pitching, because you got to thank him. Because if it wasn't for Gu, it'd possibly be maybe a 2-2 or maybe even 1-2 game right now, as they call it one a strike.
1-1 count now. Dienda trying to get an Eagle home. Don't want to leave 2 stranded, especially when you're down 2 in scoring position. Look to be a little inside, but they'll call it a strike. 1-2 count, and Dienda's in a rough situation.
Yeah, Dienda did not like that call Looked like a little bit too inside and low for him. For his preference, as now 1-2.
Kind of put himself in a little bit of a ditch right here. Check swing. Lust doesn't decide to go. Yes, he does. Can he make it? Lust slides home. Coming home, Whitten. And Whitten decides to stay at third, but Brendan Lusk is able to make it off of the wild pitch.
Great base running aggressiveness by Lusk, because now it's 2-1. Now it's a 2-2 count for Luke Dan as he held back on that off speed in the dirt. Looked like Lusk tried to go back, but just went for it anyways, as he had nothing to lose there with 2 outs, and he made it on time before the ball came into home plate to tag him out.
Inside pitch right there. No, it hit him is what they're going to say. So Deanda will advance, and the Eagles keep things rolling with runners in the corners.
As a hitter, I know that might hurt a little bit, but it sure does feel great if you're down with 2 strikes. That gives you just a free base.
Jake Pellegrino now up to bat, playing second base today with the injury to Landon McKenna. So Brandon Lusk has to shift over, and then Pellegrino will come in to play at second base. First one's a bit high, 1-0 count.
Yeah, a little story. Pre-game, Coach Dotto was talking to Jake Pellegrino in the dugout earlier, talked to him about his outing and performance last game against Emery, and he was telling him to stop taking too many pitches because that can cost you sometimes if they're borderline and the ump doesn't want to give you that ball. Let's see if he swings it. Yes, he does, as that goes deep in the left field, but straight at the left fielder. A little unlucky there for Pellegrino, but he does swing the bat. It's now 2-1. Eagles answer back with only 1 run on the wild pitch. Great base running by Lusk, as now Wallington is going to come back on the mound and try to shut them down for this inning, so we come back to hit.
You're watching Eagles on the Air.
Yo, Eagles on the air, feel the vibe, feel the flow. One big question, we ready to go. Yo, green and gold, reppin' hard, that's the code. From the school halls to the broadcast room, calling shots, play by play on the mic. High school sports, we bringing that hype. Cameras roll, focus tight, lights are beaming. The Yota squad, we keep the dream streaming. From touchdowns to slam dunks and goals, green and gold spirit, straight to your soul. Eagles on the air, broadcasting live. From the field to the court, we thrive. Sugarland pride, capture the scene. Green and gold victory, live on the screen. Eagles on the air, feel the vibe, feel the flow. One big Christian, we ready to go. Yo, behind the scenes tech crew in the booth, making magic happen, yeah, that's the truth. Editing clips, making moments last. The Yota squad, future so vast. Mics plugged in, volumes up, ready to shout. Best in the game, there ain't no doubt. Green for the growth, gold for the win. Fly Eagles fly, let the show begin. Eagles fly, let the show begin.
We're back for some second inning action. Top of the second, Patrick Wadlington goes back to the mound. Alusha Goot, the catcher, up to bat.
Looks like a check swing hit there by Goot. A little late on there. See if he can catch up and try to pull something here on the inside part of the plate.
And he gets hit by a pitch straight in his back. You know that one hurt.
Yeah, it looks like Goot's wincing in some pain, possibly in the shoulder blade, maybe even in the lung in the back of his back. Painful hit by pitch, but like what I said earlier, last half of the inning, a free base is a free base, so can't take those stuff for granted, as he can possibly score one and make this a 2-run game once again.
Now number 10, Daniel Harris, the third baseman, up to bat for the Jags.
Daniel
Is at first, so looks like he's able to bounce back after getting hit.
Yeah, Daniel Harris almost dove and caught the ball from Brendan Lusk, the one he grounded right into him, but just passed him as Lusk got credited with the hit right there, and he later scored. Let's see if Harris can do something here.
Pitch is outside, 1-1 on Harris.
Something Wallington has been fixing now is the first pitch strike. It's been working for him lately. He already has 20 strikes in this outing so far, out of 33, but that one isn't just low.
He has a 2-1 on Harris right now. He's got to fight back in this one. Make sure that he doesn't get 2 runners on the base, because that's what resulted in 2 runs for the Jags.
Wallington checking on Goot, taking a not that big of a lead.
Got the strike right there, 2-2. See if he can get a second strikeout of the night.
A great way to find the back door on the outside part of the plate. It's now 2-2. See if we can get a second strikeout of the night.
Good able to keep it alive. Looked like it hit the handle, but he's able to keep fighting.
Yeah, it looked like he got sawed off right there, or like what other people say, jammed, as that was up in on the hands, like near the grip tape. More of the skinnier part of the bat. That might sting a little bit, but let's see if he bounces back and tries to work this one into a full count. Payoff pitch.
He's able to get a fall foul just barely outside of first baseline, maybe 2 feet.
Yeah, Harris might be happy that went foul, because if that went fair, that's a possible double play. And as a Jaguar, you wouldn't want that to happen if you want to relay and get some more insurance runs.
Yeah, DeAndo was right there, ready for the ball to come his way, and it just went foul. High pitch right there, full count on Harris.
I believe this is the 3rd or 4th full count of the day for Wallington on different batters. Needs to find a way to bounce back. As Harris calls time, trying to regroup here on full count.
False foul once again, keeping the at-bat alive. It's been a great job by Harris on his plate discipline. Swinging at strikes and keeping him to fall foul.
Yeah, great plate discipline by Harris here, as he knows what's ball and what's not, as Wallington goes back to check on him. A notable lefty in the big leagues with great plate discipline is Juan Soto. Possibly he can use his as inspiration as runner goes. It's ball 4. 2 runners on, no outs, as Zane Atkinson will call time.
Jack Lane, the pitcher, now up to bat. He's got 2 runners on base. The Jags had 2 runners on base before, and that's how they were able to capitalize, getting 2 runs on the board in the first inning. Went for the bunt, and it'll foul off.
First baseman Dienda seen they're crashing, expecting that bunt as corners are in, trying to get a double play possibly, as they're not trying to allow any runs at all.
With no outs on the board, this is exactly the situation that the Jags want to be in. He's able to get the bunt. Wadlington gets to it, slings it to third, and he gets the out. Beautiful job by Wallington right there, able to turn the bunt to an out.
Beautiful play by Wallington there. Showed off his athleticism as he grabbed the ball barehanded and did a full 360 to get the runner out at third while off balance.
Now batting number 2, Bennett Grossman.
Why are y'all sounding so weird on purpose? Guys.
Back to the top of the lineup, Bennett Grossman up to bat. He got walked his first at bat, and he was able to get things going for the Jags, getting a run.
Yeah, Grossman also showed off his very aggressive base running in the first. Similar to Lusk, they both went on wild pitches to score their own runs for their own teams. Wallington picks off, no one covering. .43 pitches already for Wadlington in the second inning. See if we can get some quick outs.
2 runners on base, 0-1. He'll make that one 0-2.
Beautiful pitch by Wallington, but in the batter's perspective, those curveballs look like fastballs at the beginning, going straight for your head, but last second they just break into the plate. And as a hitter, you can't turn around because if he leaves one hanging, you could pull that one and get an extra base hit possibly.
Great job getting to the ball by Zane Atkinson as he just slides to it. It was way outside, but he's able to get that block.
Pellegrino holding runner at second.
Wadlington delivers, and it's popped up right over the shortstop out to left field for the second out of the inning.
Great play by Woolley, showing his utility role as usual. As Woolley's usually a pitcher, but today he's getting the opportunity and the chance to be playing on the field and hitting. As you'll see him leading off next inning for your Eagles, as now up, it's Kyle Baynard.
Baynard first. He had a single his first at-bat. He's trying to repeat that success. 2 outs, and he'll foul the first one just past the first base line. 2 outs for the Jags, but they have 2 runners on base.
Yeah, Baynard might not be known for his power, but he sure can get the ball on the bat and find a hole somewhere like what he did earlier in the first inning, as he got a bloop single over the second baseman, Jake Pellegrino.
Low pitch by Wadlington, and Atkinson just loses it in the dirt. Runner doesn't go. As that one's low and he'll walk him, making it bases loaded right now.
Coach Dotto going up to the mound. Let's have a little chat and a little pep talk for Patrick Wallington, trying to regroup the whole infield to get on the same page to end this inning as soon as possible before any more runs and damage happen.
You gotta tell me if my focus is good or not. My monitor's so grainy I can't see.
Dotto having a chat with Wadlington. He's just got to make sure that he's able to hold his position in a tough jam right now with the bases loaded and Nathan Kalman up to bat.
And batting, number 5, Nathan Talman.
He flew out to center his last at bat. He's trying to change that, and he's in a good situation with the bases loaded. Gets the first strike right there, 0-1. Wallington delivers and he gets it off the top of the barrel.
Great clutch factor by Wallington with no balls in this at bat. Only strikes as it's now 0-2. Let's see if he can deal a strikeout here and end the inning. Wind blowing towards first base.
That one just inside 1-2, and a nice job by Kalman to sell it by moving his body.
It's like almost about a doubt. You can tell. It's grainy.
Stepping up in the box.
Looks like Wadlington just missed that inside part of the plate as he goes payoff pitch right here. Curveball, same spot.
Can't find what he's looking for. 2-2 count, and Kalman's fighting back.
Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams. I don't get the ball going foul, do I? I get the make sure the base people don't run.
Wadlington delivers, and it's hit straight up the middle. And Lust just loses it. He's called safe, and the Jags are able to get a run in. Lust just falls to his feet. That's very unfortunate for the Eagles.
Yeah, great idea by Lusk, but when he went to tag the base, the impact with his body popped the ball out the glove. Very unlucky play there as it's now 3-1, Jags leading.
Blake Cohen.
Bro, you're only up by 2 runs. Y'all doing too much.
But as a fielder, you can't get those plays and errors stuck in your mind because that'll just bring the whole team down. You got to forget about it and play on.
Not appropriate. Yes, they are.
Blake Cohen up to bat. First one's a strike. He was able to get an RBI single his first at bat. Which is able to bring in the first run for the Jags.
0-2 count for Wallington as he gets 2 strikes again, back-to-back batters.
Wasn't able to finish off his last batter. Let's see if he can do it with Cohen. 58 pitches in, just the second inning. Pops right above Wadlington. Lusk gets to it, slings it to first, and is able to get the out. Eagles able to end the top of the second, but very unfortunate that the Jags are able to put up a run. Patrick Wadlington able to get out of the jam with the Jags stranding 3 runners.
Yeah, Lusk redeemed himself on that last play right there. Finished that routine play, but the Jaguars end off that inning with an extra run. So Eagles are going to have to fight back. due up now is Woolley, Probst, and Campbell, the bottom third of the lineup. Let's see if they can do some action here as you're watching Eagles on the Air.
Now up to bat, Jackson Woolley playing left field today. Jonathan talked about it a bit. Plays pitcher most of the time. We saw him pitch our last baseball game that we broadcasted, but Woolley's playing left field right now, so we get to see him bat. As that one rolls along the foul line, but it'll fall foul.
Yeah, this is Woolley's first plate appearance since last baseball season. Might seem surprising, but in the preseason, during fall ball for FBCA, he actually hit one out into the driveway at right field against that Clemens scrimmage that happened in the beginning of the year.
Let's see if he can repeat that success now in the regular season. In an 0-2 count right now. Good eyes. That one's way outside. That's definitely where Lane wanted it, as you saw Goot move over there before he pitched it. Line drive, and it'll go to center field, and Woolley gets a hit on his first at-bat this season.
Yeah, no matter if he's been practicing or not, he showed up when it mattered and got on base with the beautiful barrel up the middle. As now the other freshman center fielder, Brant Probst, is up to bat with the runner at first, no outs.
Yeah, a couple games ago, we saw Brant Probst come in to pinch run. He was able to show off his speed and get a run for the Eagles. We'll see what he can do at the plate now as he's up to bat. First pitch is outside, and he'll take the 1-0.
Good take right there by Probst. As I was just outside, showing his maturity at the plate, not swinging at everything, swinging out of his shoes.
Second one's a strike, 1-1. You got to watch out for Jackson Woolley on base running right now, as we know that he's very fast, and we saw him base run last season, which was able to get the Eagles a win in a very tight situation.
Brant Probst, 1-1 count. Checks on Woolley a second time.
Jack Lane very intimidated by Jackson Woolley right now. He's checked on him twice in between one pitch. Probst goes for the bunt, and Woolley's in a pickle right now. He went for it when he shouldn't have. He's going to get thrown out right here. That's the first out of the inning. It's a beautiful job by Jack Lane and the Jaguars defense.
Yeah, it looks like Probst wasn't able to get that bunt down on that off speed as he misread it. And Woolley was expecting that sack bunt right there, so he advanced a little early, but no bunt was applied, so it's now 1-2.
Probst able to get under it, and it stays in. Probst going to second, all the way back at left field. This is an easy triple for Probst. Never mind, that was a beautiful throw right there from Beinart. as he launched that all the way from the wall to third base.
Yeah, great piece of running and hitting by Brant Probst. He was 1-2. He missed the bunt at the beginning, but he hit that ball down the line, just stayed fair, barely, as he's now standing up at second base. You just wonder what would have happened if Woolley would have scored, or...
And a very speedy runner with Probst. Always a dangerous base runner. First pitch is low. That's what Campbell likes, 1-0.
Yeah, Ryan Campbell has been playing up and down on varsity and on junior varsity, showing that he can start on varsity playing anywhere in the outfield.
That one's low and inside, low and outside. And Campbell's in a 2-0.
One of the parents was like, "You're not getting fooled out of here."
Lane, 21 strikes, 19 balls. Now it's 22 strikes with that foul tip.
Yeah, very even pitching as we see. You never know what his next pitch is going to look like. 2-1 with 1 out. Probst at second.
Yeah, right before district play, junior varsity played West Houston Thunder in a scrimmage, and Ryan Campbell almost hit one out the park as it was just near the warning track, as he got an RBI double on that play a couple weeks ago.
Two, and Lane took a nice look at Probst right before Campbell just smashed that one. Is it going to get down? Yes, it does. Probst coming home, and Campbell's going to stay at first.
The throw home cut off at first base. Great running by Brant Probst. You could tell he's hyped up. It's now 2-3 RBI single by Ryan Campbell, showing he should stay in the starting 9 for varsity.
And a beautiful hit there by Ryan Campbell, as it looked like the center fielder was just about to chase it down, but it just hit the ground before Grossman was able to get to it. He just missed on the sliding catch.
Yeah, but the way I saw it, I saw a little bloop. I could have told that it was right off the bat. Oh, curveball behind Zane Atkinson. What I was saying earlier, what I saw off the bat, I already knew that was dropping just by the exit velo and by the trajectory right there. Great piece of hitting when the Eagles needed it the most.
Zane Atkinson, one of the best batters for the Eagles, batting about .450 on the season.
Yeah, somewhere near 400. Zane Atkinson was batting 4-hole, then he started batting 3-hole for the Eagles, but now Coach Dotto wants him leading off with that amazing batting average. Trying to do anything possible to start off the game while getting on base.
He has the highest on-base percentage for the Eagles. He's in a good situation right here, 2-1. Let's see if he can keep those balls coming up.
Yeah, Atkinson just got a little bit unlucky in the first inning, if you would remember. He perfect barrel, but straight at the left fielder.
He's got swinging right there. Nice pitch by Lane, as it's a little high, but it was close enough to Atkinson to where he wanted to go for it. He's in a 2-2 right now.
Campbell taking a generous lead, but Lane steps off. You can tell Atkinson loves to swing a DeMarini BB core beginning of the season, as he calls strike 3 right there on the check swing. Atkinson did not like that call.
Yeah, he thought that he was able to pull back, but says no. He was definitely outside, that's for sure. But Atkinson goes down swinging.
Like what I was saying earlier, before that pitch, Atkinson loves to swing DeMarini BB cores. At the beginning of the season, he was swinging this, I believe, the DeMarini Omega, and now he's swapped into the DeMarini Goods, but Wallington does not swing DeMarini's as he swings the Marucci Cat X as he's now up to bat with 2 outs, runners at first.
First one's outside. Nice take by Wadlington as he was his first at bat. He started off 0-2 and then he was able to fight back in an 8-pitch at bat, and he was able to get the walk after starting 0-2. This is great plate discipline that we see. That pitch looked a little outside, but he'll get the strike call. So 1-1 count on Wadlington.
Yeah, it looks like he got that perfect outside part of the plate where the umpire likes to call him right there. It's now 1-1. Off speed, 2 inside for the umpire to call.
50 pitches down, and Jack Lane has thrown 28 strikes out of those 50 pitches.
It looks like a pattern here. The umpire likes calling more outside than inside pitches as Wallington hits one past third base. Campbell's going to stay at 2 as Wallington picks himself another hit as he now has 4 hits against Emery this season in 2 games.
Just goes underneath Harris's glove, and he wishes he could have that one back, as that's a routine field right there, but he just loses it, and Wadlington's able to get on base. So 2 runners on, 2 outs, and Brendan Lusk is up to bat.
Yeah, Bradley, I wouldn't say that's routine. That looked really hot off the bat. They call it the third base the hot corner for a reason. As now Lusk is up to bat. He had a single earlier. He was an up the middle, right at second base.
That's
Very
fortunate.
unlucky piece of hitting, but you just got to remember, that's how baseball is. You can hit barrels straight at people, or you can hit very bad hits off the hands, but somehow find somewhere on the field. The Eagles bounce back, score another run. And it's now Jaguars leading 3-2, and now Grayson Semino is now up to pitch for the Eagles.
You know that's something that Lusk wanted back, as it's just an unfortunate bounce, but like you said, it's just how baseball goes. Grayson Semino now up to bat as Patrick Wadlington will step off the mound. We'll see how Semino does in his appearance. You're watching Eagles on the Air.
Grayson Semino, the Louisiana native, now up on the mound, getting the rock to pitch in the 3rd inning for the FBCA Eagles. Let's see what this southpaw can do on the mound.
Dawson Tiras up to bat. He struck out his first at bat. First pitch is low for Semino. Trying to make a little bit of a comeback after his first at bat.
Looks like Semino got a little too excited there as he held onto that fastball a little too long as that one spiked into the dirt. And when you're throwing a fastball, if you let go too late, that's going straight into the dirt. But you got to remember, if you throw it too early, that's going way up over the zone. You got to throw it right in the middle perfectly, just like that. As he soft tapper to first base, who's going to cover first? Deanna's gonna get the tag, but they're gonna call him safe. Controversial call there by the ump at first base. That would be called for an infield single, but looks like the head coach, Dado Rodriguez, is gonna go check with the umpire, possibly challenge that call. Bradley,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that play right there?
That's always a hard call for the ump right there. When you have a guy running like full speed to first base, and then you have someone trying to tag him, trying to look at both places, trying to look at where the glove is hitting, trying to look at if his foot touched the bag. It's always a hard call for the ump. So we'll see what he goes with, but he calls him safe. Also, it was just an unfortunate ball for the Eagles, as they had 4 guys that were running to get to first base. It's just very unfortunate, but it results in a single from Dawson Tiras.
Yeah, unlucky play right there by Simmo. Let's see if he can bounce back. Lefty-lefty matchup. See if they can roll a double play here, as Patrick Wallington is now going to be playing third base. Looks like it's a possible chance for Cole Whiddon to pitch for the Eagles later. As you see on the replay, yeah, looks like the Jaguars just barely got the foot on time, as that's a pass ball.
Tiras takes second, looking at taking third, and Atkinson checks him up.
Like I was saying earlier before we got interrupted there by that pass ball, looks like Tiras got his foot just barely before Deanda applied that tag. Great call by the umpire, actually.
Tanner Duffy in a 2-1. Tiras was able to take second, so he's got a runner in scoring position. Let's see what he can do with that. 0 outs. Fouls the ball off, 2-2.
Great way to bounce back after throwing pass ball. Throws one as he attacks the inner part of the play, as it's now 2-2. Runner in scoring position, no outs.
Got him swinging right there. That's exactly what Semino wanted.
Yeah, Semino dealing strikeouts already early in his outing. As you can tell, there's a new right fielder. The sophomore Chase Kirsch is going to be playing right field now for your FBCA Eagles, as now Elisha Goot is going to be batting.
Nice contact there by Goot.
Goot fouls one off, 0-1.
He got hit by pitch his first at bat. Looked to hit him in the left shoulder blade. Definitely wants to start swinging at this, and you saw his aggressiveness with that first pitch. 1-1 count, as that one's a little too high.
Yeah, umpire gave Goot that call right there. I could have gone either way, but the umpire chooses to give it to the batters. Now 1-1. See what Semino can do. Just outside.
Semino delivers, and it's low right there, 3-1.
Home plate umpire not giving any close calls. He wants them perfectly in the strike zone. If he's going to call them a strike, it's now 3-1 for Semino.
Runner goes. Atkinson able to get him. Wadlington is able to tag him out.
Beautiful throw by Atkinson, showing off the cannon behind the plate. That's exactly what you need if you were a pitcher, as there's now 2 outs. But even though he walked him, now there's 0 runners in scoring position.
2 outs now. Semino trying to end the top of the third. He's got Daniel Harris up to bat. He got walked his last at bat.
Yeah, Harris is going to want some revenge as he let that one double by Brant Probst and that other ground ball right past him. Another lefty-lefty matchup for Semino.
It didn't work out in his favor last time. We'll see if it does this time. High pitch right there.
Yeah, Semino showing off his confidence right there, staring at the runner at first that whole time until he dropped to throw that pitch. It's now 1-0. Harris calls time to regroup here. Tying his batting gloves.
Semino definitely intimidated by the base runner. He delivers, got him swinging, and a high throw there by Atkinson. He's upset about that one. There's no one in right field.
Third base coach rounding him, telling him to go home as he's going to stop him right before.
Chris launched, and Pellegrino was able to get to it. And a bad throw by Zane Atkinson results in 2 free bases for the Jags.
Yeah, those back picks can be really risky. Those are high risk, high reward plays because if you throw it right on the money, he's out. But if not, and if the right fielder's not covering the foul line or covering up just behind him just in case, I can give up 2 free bases right there, or maybe possibly even 3 and score a run.
It'd be nice if Semino could just retire the runner right here. It's a beautiful strike right there. One more and he gets to end the top of the third. It's exactly what he wants with a runner at third.
Yeah, Semino in the zone, 1-2. Can he get the strikeout? Fouled off by Harris. Looks like he got hit in the hand while he swung. That pitch had some really good break. That really fooled Harris. Thought it was a strike, but actually cut into his hands.
One, two. Harris takes it. Falls foul. Left of the third baseline.
Did they get that one? I tried to get it inside the frame. Okay.
Do it.
1-2 count, 2 outs. Runner at third. Can Semino get out of the jam? Not right there. As it's low and outside, 2-2.
Like what I said earlier in this inning, you can't hold those fastballs by the grip for too long on the seams because that's just going to dip straight down, not in the strike zone. Let's see if he can fix it right here. Yes, he can! Grayson Semino. 2 strikeouts. 1 inning. Great play by Semino. Coach Freeze and Coach Dotto really excited and hyped up as now the Eagles are going to take the bats as they're really hot off the bats. You're watching Eagles on the Air.
Great pitching by Semino as he's able to keep an O on the scoreboard. That's exactly what the Eagles needed after the Jaguars were hot. Eagles hot right now. We'll see if they can repeat their success this inning. And they have Cole Whitten up to bat to start off the bottom of the third. You're watching Eagles in the Air.
Sleeve. Hey, don't
Cole Whitten, third baseman. He got taken out early for Patrick Wallington, but still up to bat. Cole Whitten hit into a fielder's choice as Wallington got caught in a pickle right there. As he hits one, looks like it hit off his leg, but they're not going to call it. Great play by Lane as there's one out.
Unfortunate slow roller right there for Whitten, as he wishes he could have that at bat back.
Number 2, Lou Yanda.
The freshman, Luke Deanda, playing first base up to bat. He was hit by a pitch his last at bat. Wants a vengeance. Can he do it? It's a beautiful play right there by the shortstop, Tires, as he's able to just get the ball as it had a weird hop to it, but he's able to field it and sling it to first to get the out.
Yeah, Bradley, I was about to talk about that actually. Tires stayed on his feet, showing off his great fielding ability. It could be a good or bad bounce, but he's right there as he threw out Deanda. Let's see if Pellegrino could do something here. He lined out to left field. Last at bat.
That one's low. 2-0 count now on Pellegrino. Lane wants a 3-up, 3-down after getting the first two batters out. Another low pitch. 3-0 on Pellegrino. Able to get the first strike. Can Lane fight back?
3-1 for Pellegrino. This one's straight at Tires at short. Overthrow, but as he's safe, Pellegrino gets there just in time. Looks like the first baseman, Cohen, went off the bag.
Yeah, he had to jump to get that one. It was just a high throw by Tires.
Yeah, looks like Coach Otis from the Emery Jags are going to have a little chat with the umpire, seeing what happened on that play right there. And he's going to challenge it as the first base umpire is going to go talk to the blue at home.
Some nice running there by Pellegrino.
On that replay, looks like it was a very, very close play right there. As they're going to not overturn it, as they're going to keep the play as it was on the field. Great take by Jackson Woolley, second AB of the season. See if he can get another hit right here. Currently, he's batting 1,000 right now for your FBCA Eagles.
Yeah, with that first at-bat being a single. It's a low pitch, and Goot isn't able to get to it, so Pellegrino will take second.
Another fun stat. He also has 1,000 on-base percentage. Amazing stat by Woolley here. Went from pitcher to left fielder for the day. As it's now 2-0. Hitters count. Let's see if he finds something and drives it, possibly pulling it to the right field. You know he has the power. Let's see what he can do.
They call it a strike, 1-1. Pellegrino definitely wants to take third. You can see it in his eyes. Lane delivers, and it goes right to the first baseman. A nice hit by Woolley, but it'll go straight to Cohen for the out.
Another unlucky moment for your FBCA Eagles. First, it was Brendan Lusk with that ground ball up the middle, but second base was able to get there, and now Jackson Woolley perfect off the barrel, but straight at Cohen at first. Like I said earlier, unlucky plays, but it's just baseball. You just got to remember that, but it is what it is. As we're now going into the 4th inning, you're watching Eagles on the Air.
You can never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice. And there's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. And if you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever been? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on
Start the 4th inning. I'm going to be off the mic for a little bit for this inning as the star shortstop for the FBCA Eagles, Landon McKenna, is going to take the mic with an interview with Bradley Hanna.
Now batting for Emery, number 21, Jack Lane.
First pitch is outside by Semino. So, Landon, I'm here joined with you, the star shortstop here. And we know that you're injured, and that's why Brandon Lusk is filling in for your position right now. How's the rehab been going?
Yeah, so last Friday was the first day when I got injured. So since then, I went to the doctor yesterday, and I've been working with Dan, and he's been having me do some exercises. And luckily, each day it's getting better pretty quick. But unfortunately, I was told it's going to be a 3-week injury.
Yeah, it's not what you want to hear, especially as the season is coming to a close pretty soon. The 1-2 right there, Semino can't get it done. And we've seen a nice outing from Grayson Semino so far, able to get 2 strikeouts in just 1 inning. How do you see him as a player transferring in this season?
Yeah, Grayson's definitely been a help to this team. Sometimes he does struggle with his command, but tonight he's been pretty on for the most part, and the defense is definitely making some plays behind him. I mean, it says 3 errors up there, but that doesn't really show it justice of how this game is going. I think everybody's really doing a great job tonight, and Grayson's really doing a great job.
That's very true. Grayson Semino in a full count now on Jack Lane, the pitcher. See if he can get him down right here. Yes, he does with his 3rd K of the night. Beautiful pitching by Grayson Semino. So, Landon, we know, so you've been at FBCA since your freshman year. So how do you think that this program has impacted you as a player?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been very helpful to me as a player. Our coach, Dado Rodriguez, is an amazing coach. I've had the opportunity to be able to play for him in the summer, which I love doing. He's an amazing coach, amazing person as well. And so he really he helps progress people into their fullest potential. He's helped me with college opportunities, and he's helped me as well to become not only a better baseball player on the physical side of the game, but also on the mental side.
That's great. And you were talking about those college opportunities. Are you looking too much at college for your future in baseball?
Yes, definitely. So right now I'm talking to about 10 D1 schools. I have an offer from one of them as of now. And college is definitely something that Dado's been able to help me with as well. Summer ball is a big time for that, and all these guys out on the field as well. A lot of these guys out here are having college opportunities, such as Brendan. I know he's talking to 1 or 2 schools. And so, college is definitely on a lot of these guys' minds right now.
Yeah, Grayson Semino trying to get this runner down. He got his first strikeout in a 3-1 right now with the top of the lineup, Bennett Grossman. And he'll walk him right there. Not the pitch he was looking for, as it's 2 outside. You were talking about Brendan Lusk with some college opportunities. What is it like having him fill in for you at shortstop?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to know that while I'm gone, there's someone who can hold down the position. Brendan, I mean, in the summer, he plays shortstop, so it's not like this is a new position for him. So he's really used to being able to play up the middle, And if you can play shortstop, you can play any position. So Brendan can really play anywhere on this field. He's really been doing a great job this season. And even the past couple seasons, he's done a phenomenal job on defense and on offense. And so I feel good knowing that we got a guy there who can hold down the spot.
Yeah, and how has your relationship with Brendan grown over these past 3 years?
Yeah, so my freshman year, me and him and Carson Morton, who's no longer on this team, we were the only freshmen on varsity at the time. So really, me and Brendan have been able to become really close friends and great teammates the past couple of years, share a lot of memories with him. So really, it's helped our friendship and to grow as people, being able to play on the same team together. It's a blessing to be able to play on the same team with a lot of my friends here.
That's great to hear. As Beinart comes up, Kyle Beinart, he was able to get a single going, and he got the scoring started for the Jaguars. He was able to get a run in. And we've seen the lights-out pitching from Semino and Lane these past couple innings. We see the zeros on the scoreboard for the entire third as that pitch goes right above his head. He had to completely duck down for that one. But it's been a very great defensive game after both teams are playing really well offensively. How has this game been going for you so far, Landon?
Yeah, so I think it's a really good ball game. We have made a couple mistakes, but overall, we've been staying in the game. Oh, okay, yeah, it was time right there. I thought that might have been a balk, but yeah, we've been solid out there. We got some good hits. The other team, a couple fell in, but overall, I think we're making hard contact. There's been, I believe, 3 balls that have been hit hard past the third baseman.
Runner goes. Atkinson able to get to Lusk, but not the most accurate throw, and the Jags are able to get a runner at second in scoring position.
So yeah, this is a team, Emery Weiner, they are a team that will bunt. That's something they have been doing the past couple of years with that new coach. He's been there, this is his 3rd year. So they are a team that could bunt, and this might be the situation. You could see one.
Yeah, we saw them go for a bunt earlier, but we saw a beautiful turnaround from Patrick Wadlington when he was pitching to sling it to Cole, who's now back at third base. As we see, Wadlington got taken out at third. Looks like he's in right field right now. But we did see a beautiful turnaround from Wadlington, and since then they haven't been going for a bunt, as we've seen. 2-2 count now on Kalman. A ball right there on the full count on Beinart.
Now the infield is playing a bit back now, as you can see, but this 3-2 count, there's not really a big shot he's going to bunt.
He swings for it. Deanda will race him out to first, but he's able to advance the runner 2 outs with Grossman on third. And what are you thinking right now with the runner at third in the defense mind?
Yeah, so the infield is definitely going to be back. They're not going to want to allow any doubles right here. The outfield is even going to play back as well, because with 2 outs, you really don't want to give up a double, because if you give up a single, that's all right, because the chances of that guy getting around with only 1 out left in the inning is not very likely. So right now, you're just protecting second base from being taken by the other team.
Yeah, Semino's first pitch is it's a ball just outside. That one's high. And this ump, he's been interesting on his strike zone. Sometimes he feels like it's bigger, sometimes he feels like it's smaller. But Semino's had a couple of outside pitches right now. 2-0 early on. See if he can retire this runner to end the top of the 4th. 3-0 count. Not the situation that Semino wants to be in, as Kalman is looking good. And what are you thinking right now if you're the batter?
Really, there's no shot this kid's going to swing. As you see right there, it was a strike, but really, this kid's not going to swing unless the ball's right down the middle. Normally, sometimes coaches, 3-0, they will give you the take sign. But with the runner on third, I'm guessing he told the batter, don't swing unless it's perfect, unless you can really do something with the ball.
And that's exactly why, because you have a great chance of getting walked. Even if you get 1 or 2 strikes called, you put yourself in a good situation. That's exactly what Kalman did, and he's able to get to first.
Yeah, right here in this tight ball game, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this runner on first took off and just stopped halfway in between the bases so they could get a run in real quick.
It was a great job from Grayson Seminoes. He will now come out of the game. Great pitching by him as he had 3 Ks in just 2 innings.
I believe that is Ryan Clark who just went out into the outfield. Or Ryan Campbell.
Ryan
Apologies.
Campbell. And that's Cole Whitten now up to pitching. As Cole Whitten will come into the game now. Also have a little bit of an injury timeout for the Jaguars as one of the base runners went down. You're watching Eagles on the Air.
You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime. Sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places. But the horns, they blowing that sound.
As we are ready to resume play here in the top of the 4th. Cole Whitten now pitching. Runner goes.
Yeah, that was the exact play that I was actually talking about earlier. The runner right there, you could see he kind of hesitated in between first and second. Really what he was trying to do right there was just draw a throw so that he'll stop when the ball gets to second base so that the runner will score.
Great insight there from Landon McKenna. Eagle shortstop still here with us till Cole Whitten is able to put out this batter. Blake Cohen batting. He was able to get an RBI single as he hits that one out to the shortstop. Brendan Lusk, who's able to sling it into first and get the out. Not what Cohen wanted, but the Eagles are able to stay alive. Only down 1 run. Thanks for joining us, Landon. We had a great time with you.
Yeah, of course.
You got some final words?
Thanks for having me, and yeah, it's definitely fun to be able to come out here and support my team and also have fun up here in the press box.
And we love having you up here, so I guess you can go down back to the dugout and have fun with them still. Thank you, Landon McKenna, for joining us. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Eagles on the Air. Jonathan back on the mic now as Landon goes back to the dugout to go join the team. We have Brant Probst up to bat. He had a double his first at bat, the only double of the game, as every other hit has been a single or a nice fielder's choice. Probst, we just saw it teeter over across the third baseline, but stayed fair as that one's popped up to the second baseman. That's an easy play for Kalman. Just an unfortunate hit there from Probst.
Yeah, very unlucky there by Brant Probst. Looks like he dropped his shoulders, and that also dropped his hands, which ends up and concludes with the pop-up as he got well under that ball, I should say, as it goes straight up for a pop-up for second base is now Ryan Campbell, the sophomore, up to bat.
And Campbell takes 2 early strikes. No, they'll call that second one a ball. 1-1 count now for Campbell.
Ryan Campbell over the summer went to the Dominican for a baseball summer camp right there to learn some new skills to have on the field. Let's see if he can apply them right here as he got him swinging on that off speed out and away because he was a little too early there.
Nice pitch by Lane, and he's still going strong. 70 pitches down.
Yeah, this pitcher, Lane, he's not known for his very high velocity, unlike that Second Baptist pitcher, Miles Williams, who was topping out in the high 90s or low 90s, around 93. But this guy, Lane, he just gets the job done. That's what matters most in baseball. Doesn't matter if you throw 80, 60, or 70. As long as you throw strikes and get the job done, you're really well pitched all around.
And Atkinson hits it out to center field, where is able to get fielded by Grossman. Nice contact by Zane Atkinson. But the Jaguars are able to go 3 up, 3 down to end the bottom of the 4th.
Yep, Bradley, that's back-to-back 3 up, 3 down innings for Lane. Very, very strong outing by him. As now Cole Whitten will go back on the mound to keep this ball game close. You're watching, it was on there.
I would've met you. Now it's a little late. What you could have taught me, I could see your sweet face. They think that your early end was so wrong.
Hello everybody watching, I'm Mario, and number 23 Rhett Terrell is going off the field. One of the FBCA.TV legends running off the field. And I'm going to go back to announcing on the field.
Yeah, Rhett was getting in some nice reps there after Zane was coming off a big at-bat. We love to see our very own broadcast finest, Rhett Terrell, Eagles on the Air announcer also. Too bad that he couldn't join us up here as he's too busy playing himself.
Yeah, he got better things to do on the field, trying to get this W. As Cole Whitten back on the bump for the top of the 5th inning.
Number 22, Dawson Tiras.
The shortstop, Tiras, up to bat.
Struck out his first at-bat, and then he got a single, which is able to get the Jags some
insurance runs, you should say, as he hits one straight at Patrick Wadlington, but didn't bring the glove down on time, as that would be a single. As fielders, the coach always taught you back in the day, start with your glove on the dirt so you don't have to bring it down later, because that will end up passing underneath your glove, and that's not going to look good on the field as they'll get a runner on base. His first pitch just low for the umpire to call a strike.
Duffy able to get underneath it. But he swings a little late, no fall foul. One count on Tanner Duffy. He's got Tyrus at first. Cole Whitten, 6 pitches in. Nice hit by Duffy out to left. Stays fair. And Woolley has to chase it down. Tyrus coming home. No, he'll stay at third. 2 runners in scoring position for the Jaguars after a beautiful double there from Tanner Duffy.
Yeah, great play defensively by Woolley as he got that ball as quickly as he can and threw it to his cutoff. So no run score. But now Cole Whitten's in a jam. No outs, 2 runners in scoring position.
Now up to bat, number 1, Elisha Groot.
Now up to bat, the catcher, Elisha Groot.
Goot takes one for a strike. Cole Whitten with the first pitch strike. Can he get a second one right here on back-to-back pitches? Yes, he can. Foul. Fair ball, but a run will score. If I was first base, I would have waited that out to see if that would roll foul with the grass, but
it didn't. I don't think it was going to. It looked like it was rolling foul at first, but then it just kept staying fair.
I mean, yeah, but you never know. I mean,
true.
It's very rare that a second runner will score from second on a super slow ground ball. If I would have just taken the chance just to wait it out, and worst thing possible, 1-run scores. But best case scenario for that would have been foul ball.
For sure.
As it's now a 2-run lead for the Jags in the 5th inning.
But they were able to get the out. So I guess that's the plus side.
Yeah, to get out of this inning, we're going to have to probably get a fly out and throw him out at home. Infield in. Cole Whitten fouls one off.
Just the very tip of the bat. He was kind of lucky that he was able to get that one off.
Yeah, it looks like it went off the end, near the cap of the bat. Just barely made contact on that. Great way to stay alive. 1-2 count. Foul ball straight back near us. In the back netting. One, two once again. See if he can stay alive. No, he can't. Strike 3.
That's Harris's second strikeout of the night. Beautiful job by Cole Whitten to get his first of the night.
Yeah, it looks like Lane was looking. Harris was looking for an off-speeder because he was super late on that fastball. He couldn't catch up to that high cheddar up and in.
Jack Lane, the pitcher, now up to bat. Grayson Semino was able to strike him out his last at-bat. Right up the middle, through Whitten's glove, and it's turned from Lusk. A beautiful move by Brendan Lusk.
Like what Landon McKenna was saying earlier, he was blessed that he had a good shortstop backing him up while he was injured, and he just showed us how great he is playing shortstop, even though it's not his primary position. Jaguars score 1 on a fielder's choice. Due up is Lusk, Whitten, and you're watching Eels on the Air.
Number 6, Patrick Wadlington now up to bat as we resume things in the bottom of the 5th. Jaguars were able to get a run off of a rolling fair ball.
Very unlucky play there on the Eagles side, I should say, as Patrick Wallington's up to bat now. Ooh. To many viewers watching earlier, you might have remembered Wallington was 0-2 to start off his AB in the beginning, but then he earned himself a walk, and then he got a hit past the third baseman Harris as he swings and misses right there. That's strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, as that's 1 out for Lane. Showing very dominant on the mound as now the shortstop Brendan Lusk is up to bat.
And Lusk has had a great outing playing shortstop, as we talked to Landon McKenna about him playing over the summer at shortstop. And we definitely have seen that translate today. Lusk with 1 hit so far tonight. Trying to make it 2 to go. 500, over 500 on the night.
Yeah, looks like Lane is afraid to throw a fastball, a four-seamer at Lusk, as he's only thrown him off speed so far. He knows Lusk can get at a fastball and probably drive one out with that new combat he has as he takes one up for a ball. It's now 1-2.
Yeah, we know that Lusk has a cannon in him. Definitely needs to release it now as the Eagles are down 2 runs. It's just unfortunate because they have the same amount of hits, both teams with 6 hits on the night, but the Eagles with 2 less runs, not being able to bring their runners home all the time.
Yeah, and just like what I said earlier, that's just an example of baseball, but right there, Lusk finally gets rewarded as he gets a hit over the second baseman. Now, the Eagles have 1 more hit than the Jaguars. Let's see if they can prove something here as Cole Whitten is now up to bat.
Whitten playing pitcher right now. And we'll see if that affects him batting. It shouldn't too much, as we know that he's a very consistent batter. He hasn't gotten a hit tonight. Going down on a fielder's choice his first at bat.
If I was Coach Otis right here, if Cole Whitten gets a hit, I'm probably going to take Lane out, even though he had a tremendous outing. As Lusk steals, but he stops halfway and goes back on the back pick. Like I was saying earlier, Lane, he already has 80 pitches. Starting to lose some stamina out there on the mound. Let's see if they have any bullpen arms ready to close this down.
Whitten called for a strike, 0-2 now. He definitely needs this at-bat. 1 out already called for in the bottom of the 5th. Lusk at first. And the Eagles got to put up some runs.
If I Whitten, I'll choke up on the bat right here. Just get anything in play. We can't afford another strikeout. So let's see what Whitten could do. There's another pick off to check on Lusk. Very speedy base runner.
Luke DeAnda on deck. Again, the check to Lusk.
Very close play right there.
Makes sense to keep checking on Lusk, though, of course, as he is super, super fast, as we saw his beautiful base running to get the Eagles on the board. Lusk goes. Will be fouled off behind by Whitten.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame the pitcher here picking off. I would also be scared if Lusk was on the base paths against me, because I already know he's going to be stealing some bases and getting extra bases on plays on the outfield or possibly on a passed ball.
And you see that he wanted it right there as he went, but the foul from Whitten will keep him at first. Again, another check to Lusk. Whitten in the 0-2 with 1 out, bottom of the 5th.
Let's see if he steals. Yes, he does, but that's hit into the air.
Straight to center field, and it's caught out by Grossman, and Lusk will have to retreat. 2 outs now with Luke DeAnda up to bat.
Next up, number 2, Luke DeAnda.
Freshman Luke DeAnda with his 3rd plate appearance tonight.
Goes. Can he take second? Ump calls him safe. It was a close one, but a beautiful throw from Goot. He delivers. Got him swinging right there, and Lane keeps things rolling.
Yeah, Lusk looks very frustrated. He stole that bag, but DeAnda couldn't capitalize right there. Tried to advance the runner.
We are through 5.
As now it's
Eagles are down 4-2.
the end of the 5th inning. Top of the 6th coming up soon. You're watching Eagles on the Air.
I've got another confession to make. I'm your fool. Everyone's got the chains to break. Holding you. Will you bother resist? Don't be abused. Is someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you? Is someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you? Are you going on to someone new? I needed somewhere to hang my head without your news. You gave me something that I didn't have, but had no use. I was too weak to give in, too strong to lose. My heart is under arrest again, but I break loose. My head is giving me life or death, but I can't choose. I swear I'll never be there. I refuse. Is someone getting the best, the best, the best?
I'm trying to work. Go do your own thing.
Here for the top of the 6th, Cole Whitten up to bat. Cole Whitten on the mound with Bennett Grossman up to bat. Nice first pitch there from Whitten as he goes 0-1. Tanner Garvin subs in at first base as that one goes line drive. Looks like it scathed Whitten's toes as he gets to center field for an easy single.
As you can see at first base, the new first baseman Tanner Garvin is going to sub in for Luke DeAnda. And also that's back-to-back ABs where they hit a ball straight at Cole Whitten. Got to be careful there on the mound because a comebacker could hurt and could cause some injury of some sort. As now it's up to bat Kyle Boehner.
And Grossman's finally able to get that hit he was looking for as he's now 1 for 1 on the day with 3 walks. Boehner up to bat, 0-1 count. He gets under it, and Garvin has to chase it down. Let's see if he can get to it. Garvin's able to find it and get the first out off the foul.
Great play by Garvin there, getting to the ball in time while there was enough room as there's now 1 out.
He checks him, and Grossman's able to get back to the bag. Nathan Coleman up to bat. Garvin thought he had him out right there on the pickoff, but he wasn't able to get him out.
Yeah, so did the whole dugout for the Eagles right there as they all screamed excitement, but then their mood changed really quickly when the umpire called him safe.
Waited now 20 pitches in, and out of those 20 pitches, 16 of them are strikes. So he's throwing a lot of strikes right now.
Looks like they'll call a balk on Cole Whitten. Head coach Dado Rodriguez is having some conflict with the umpire, probably asking, well, why they call that a balk. Cole Whitten, 16 strikes, 4 balls in his outing so far.
And Atkinson loses it, which lets Grossman take third.
Looks like that play is getting into Cole's mind right there as he is not in the zone he should be in right now, as it's now 2-0.
Kalman gets under, but it'll fall foul. 1-1 with 1 out, and Grossman at third. Pitch low and outside. It'll be 2-2. Another low pitch right there. Full count now on Kalman. Whitten delivers, and Kalman's able to hit it down to center field, which allows Grossman to make it home, making it a 3-run game off of the RBI single.
Great piece of hitting by Emery right there as they get another RBI. They may not be full of extra base hits and power, but they do get the job done as they find all the gaps everywhere on the diamond. Now up to bat, first baseman is Cohen with a runner at first.
That last hit was Kalman's second RBI of the night, allowing Grossman to get his second run of the night. Wadlington turns it. Can they get the double play? No. As Cohen just beats out the runner.
Yeah, as a fielder, it's really hard to turn 2 on those really high choppers right there. Hit it straight towards the dirt and it bounced super high up. Really hard to get the ball down out your glove and throw it to second and then to first real quick.
And Pellegrino realized that, and he didn't want to worry about having a wild throw right there, so he just let Cohen stay at first. 2 outs now. Dawson Tiras up to bat. And Lusk is able to get Cohen out of there to end the top of the 6th as we are headed to the bottom.
After this, we got one more inning of baseball. Let's see if they can tie it up or take the lead here. It's 5-2.
And it looks like Jack Lane is going out to the mound, so he still has some more baseball in him tonight. We'll see you back. You're watching Eagles on the Air.
soul is at. Yeah, cause they get funny with that holy rap. Dang, cause I can do this all day though. My homies call me Thanos, cause that brother only stamp. Living in a new era when they only camp. Southside intellectual and holy black. I like Jesus over Florida tramp. Living water by the bitch, won't you get a catch? Rich and God, man, that boy looking like Goldman Sachs. Wait, just run it up, I got an open tab. Hey, and won't you go and get another round? They gon' have to gun me down.
Jake Pellegrino now up to bat as we resume things in the bottom of the sixth. A low pitch, and it'll start off the count 1-0. Pellegrino had a single his second at bat. He's trying to get the Eagles back in this thing as they're down 3 runs as the Jags have put up 1 run back-to-back innings. And they call the strike right there on Pellegrino. 3-1 count now. Jack Lane over 90 pitches into this game, and he's still going strong. Pellegrino hits it out to left field. And it just falls foul right along the line. It was a close one for sure. But the both umps call him fair or foul. A full count now on Pelly. Pellegrino needs this one. Able to get some contact, and it hits it straight to the third baseman, who fires and is able to get him out. Nice play there from Harris to turn it loose to throw him out at first.
Also a great stretch by the first baseman, Cohen there. Almost went to the splits for that out. Great play by first base right there.
Jackson Woolley now up to bat. Yeah, before this at bat, we could be saying that he's batting 1,000 on the season. Now he's just batting 500. Still the highest batting average for this Eagles team.
As Woolley takes one ball away. See if Woolley can get a hit here. As he hits one up to center field. Sadly, that batting average is going to drop from 500 to 333, but still really, really good batting average for Jackson Woolley, as now Brant Probst is up to bat.
Nice catch right there by Grossman, and we'll see what Probst can do. He needs to put his Eagles in a good position. 2 outs, no runners on base, down 3 runs. Not a situation you want to be put in when you go up to bat. And that one's fair. Probst thought it went foul. But it's fair, and that'll end the inning.
Looks like it hit. Brant Probst looks very confused. He's saying it hit off his foot. I believe it did. Looked like it hit off the tip of his foot, and they're going to call it fair ball.
Very unfortunate there for Probst. We'll see if we can get a replay in on that, see what actually happened. Probst is still arguing his position. Umps are still talking it through.
Yeah, this happened last season in the MLB also. I believe it was with Jose Altuve. I think at Camden Yards or Yankee Stadium. He hit one foul off his foot, but they called it fair. Very, very controversial play, as that possibly is going to bring the team mood down. Here comes the replay. Very hard to tell on the angle, but it can go 50-50. Very unlucky play there on the Eagles side once again, as it's now the top of the 7th. See if Colwyn can shut this inning down so we can hit and try to walk this off. You're watching Eagles on the Air.
Did you know?
Here back on the replay, it looks like it hit him, but it is what it is. Can't blame anything on the umpires. Gotta play by your hearts, but it's all okay as it's now the beginning of the top of the 7th. We'll be back real quick from the short break. You're watching Eagles on the Air.
Yeah, after a couple of different angles, looks like off the replay, it definitely hit him. But we are back here for the top of the 7th as Tanner Duffy will fly out to right field immediately to start this one off.
Now batting, number 1, Elisha.
The catcher, Elisha Goot, now up to bat. He fouls it back.
A 1 count. Up and in for 1-1. Wooden already 31 pitches. But he's pitched nearly almost 3 innings. It's averaging around 15 pitches an inning, as that will be another ball. 2-1 to count with 1 out. It's now 3-1 for Goot.
He's in a good position. See if he can get on base. Holy, called it a strike. Looked to be inside. Goot didn't like it either. Full count now on Elisha Goot.
Yeah, Goot talking to the umpire, asking him where that ball landed in the strike zone. And it's now full count.
Whitten delivers a nice pitch, but Goot hits it out straight to right field. He gets past Campbell. Goot's going 2.
Let's see if he can go 3 right here. He's going. Never mind, he's going to stay at 2 as the third base coach is going to put his hands up. That's going to be a single, but advances to second on an error.
Nice play there from Goot as he hits it out to right field.
And up next for the Jaguars, number 17, Matthew Weinstein.
Now Matthew Weststein subbing in to come bat here for Daniel Harris, the third baseman.
We're going to have a pinch runner here. Number 4, Sam Slobin, is in a pincher for the runner at second base.
Yeah, he'll come in to run for Goot after that one is fouled off by Weststein. Oh, 1 count with 1 out. Runner at second. Whitten delivers. Slow pitch. 1-1. Whitten throws and it goes right over Weststein's head.
Yeah, just not enough snap and break into that curveball. That'll be another ball. As Coach Dotto Rodriguez going to call time. Let's see. They'll take him out just so there'll be a little pep talk. Looks like Coach Dotto Rodriguez is just going to talk it up and get on the same page as all the infielders. Possibly asking if Whitten is good on the arm.
Yeah, he's 38 pitches in. But after these past couple innings, you never know. You also just got to see where your morale is as a player.
Yeah, very true. Last inning, we saw Noah Newton, the other freshman on varsity, warming up in the bullpen. Let's see if Dotto will use him, if he's in his back pocket to put him in on the mound.
Whitten staying in right now. Let's see if he can make it out for the last inning of the game. He's in a 2-2 with 1 out.
One out, runner at second, 2-2 count.
And he misses the throw just past Brendan Lusk.
BJ to third.
They call him safe. It's a beautiful throw from BJ Martin, the freshman, who's gone out to center field. But they'll call him safe at third.
Yeah, that was a very close play. I don't know if we can get a replay on that, but that was just as close as that play from earlier by Brent Probst on that foul ball off his foot. As
got him swinging.
Sword right there on the possible changeup up and in on the hands. Beautiful pitch by Cole Whitten.
Now Cole's going to try and end this one out. He's got a runner at third. 2 outs. Number 16, Colin Steinberg, coming in to hit for Jack Lane.
Fastball touching 82. It's going to be called ball just outside. 0-1 count. It's now 2-0s.
Low and outside. And Zane Atkinson wants to talk this one through with his pitcher. Both Cole Whitten and Zane Atkinson actually transferred to FBCA halfway through last year. Very close friends. So that's exactly what you want from your pitcher and your catcher.
Yeah, 81 up and in. Beautiful pitch right there that got the top right corner of the strike zone.
And it's hit out to Pellegrino. Pellegrino turns it to first base, and that'll end the top of the 7th.
Let's see if we can get a rally here going. 5-2. The Eagles have 3 outs to work with to see if they can get the first win in district play this year. We haven't seen much winning in district, but off-season they've had some wins here and there. Coach Dawson talk up to see if they can walk this off, just like how Emery walked them off on Tuesday. Look like Lane is back on the mound once again.
The Eagles are going to need a big rally coming up here in the bottom of the 7th. They got Ryan Campbell, and then they're headed back to the top of the lineup. You're watching Eagles on the Air.
1, 2, 3.